Iron is one of the most common nutritional deficiencies, but are there any herbs that contain iron, and if so, how can you benefit? In this video, find out 4 iron herbs and also some tips and tricks. So if you want to learn more about iron and herbs, watch this video. Let's go! Iron is an essential nutrient required by the body for many bodily processes. When some people think of iron, they tend to think of actual iron bars. But actually, iron is a mineral that's found in plants, animals, soil, air, water, meteorites, and even rocks. Actually, some rocks found on the moon contain iron. But let's bring it back to Earth for a while. How do we actually get iron? Well, plants use their roots to absorb iron from the ground. Animals eat these plants, humans eat plants and also these animals, and these tend to be the ways that we get our iron. Actually, iron accounts for around 0.005% of the human body weight. And fun fact, some people with too much iron within their body can actually set off some metal detectors. And while some people on one end of the spectrum are setting off metal detectors for having too much iron, on the other hand, some people are iron deficient. Iron deficiency is actually very common. It's one of the most common and widespread nutritional deficiencies in the world, and it tends to affect more women than men. And this is because men need around 8 milligrams of iron per day, whilst women on the other hand need up to 80 milligrams of iron per day, or up to 27 milligrams per iron per day if they are pregnant. It's worth noting that iron deficiencies tend to happen in stages. Well, the first stage being the depletion of the iron stores, and this then progresses to iron deficiency, anemia, and this can happen for a few reasons. Well, for one, some people just find it harder to absorb iron, whilst others just aren't getting enough iron to begin with. So to help, let's go over some quick symptoms of iron deficiency so you can understand if you're currently iron deficient. Well, some key symptoms of iron deficiency to be mindful of are cold hands and feet, extreme fatigue, having cravings, feeling weak, poor appetite, ringing in ears, changes in taste, irregular heartbeat, or even hair loss for some. These could all be down to some sort of a deficiency. So if you have any of these, please start paying a bit more attention and aim to do something about it. If any of this has been beneficial to you so far, make sure you drop a like, make sure you drop a comment. That will really help more people see this video. Before I get into the herbs, I must say I'm not actually against supplementation. I think combining modern advancements with historic wisdom makes for optimal living. So I'm not saying ditch your current routine. I'm just saying here's some information of things you can add, and be very mindful about your iron levels, whether it's food, herbs, or supplementation. Each one of these can be a plus. The first herb that contains iron is nettle. Nettle is a powerful herb. It's actually one of my favorite herbs. Nettles are said to be a good source of iron as well as vitamin C. And as you know, vitamin C aids in iron absorption, so having both within the same plant or the same herb is a win. And the average iron content of nettle leaves are around 3 milligrams per gram, and those statistics are to do with the powdered format of stinging nettle, or nettle as some people call it. Nettle leaves and root also contain other key nutrients that are beneficial for the body, such as vitamin A, vitamin K, which is rare in plants, as well as other B vitamins, magnesium, phosphorus, and potassium, making it a very powerful plant to add to your armory. To learn more about stinging nettle, because really and truly it does require a video all in itself, click the eye and check out the full benefits of stinging nettle video that I've got up there. Before I move on to the second herb, I just want to point out that I'm focusing on herbs here with proven iron content. Herbs that its iron content are quantifiable. There are quite a lot of herbs that people say are high in iron, but no one actually knows how much iron is in that particular herb because it hasn't been tested. So it's all just statements, and this doesn't mean that the herb isn't high in iron. I'm just focusing on herbs that we know the exact iron content, so some of you guys might want to calculate how much you require. So although herbs like sarsaparilla are great iron sources, those aren't the kind of herbs that make this video. The second iron rich herb is called dulse seaweed. Dulse seaweed is an edible seaweed. It's a nutrient dense red algae. Dulse contains around 2 milligrams of iron per each 7 gram serving. This is roughly 25% of your RDA for men and 11% for women. This makes it a very good iron source, and also it's great tasting. I'm not sure if any of you here have tried dulse, but If you have, comment below and let other people know. And there are also people using it to make some good recipes. So this is something you can add to your salad, you can add to your Cmos gel. Also, dulse is a good source of vitamin C, which, as you know, aids in absorption, but it's also packed with antioxidants, soluble and insoluble fiber, and it has vitamin K, which is rare in plants, and also there's evidence that it contains vitamin B12, which is even rarer. And that makes this seaweed a very, very powerful seaweed, and it's one of my favorite seaweeds. The third iron herb is Cmos, or Irish moss. Cmos is another nutrient dense red algae similar to dulse seaweed. Cmos actually contains approximately 8.9 milligrams of iron per 100 grams, and this is positive because if you combine it with the dulse seaweed and make a gel, you're combining both worlds and doubling on its potential benefits. Cmos is something I think is worth many people trying just to see how your body reacts to it. The fourth iron rich herb is cacao, and cacao is what chocolate is made from, and it has an impressive amount of iron. Raw cacao contains approximately 7.3 mg of iron per 100 grams. And to put that in perspective for you guys, a 28-gram serving of dark chocolate, which is around 70 to 85% cacao solids, has around 3.4 mg of iron, and that's around 20% of the requirement for women and around 50% of the iron requirement for men. To make an iron rich smoothie, you can easily add some mango, some banana, some strawberry, and combine that with some nettle powder, some cacao powder, and some Cmos X dulse gel, making a nice, tasty, nutrient dense, iron dense smoothie. Also, you might want to put a little bit of seeds in your smoothie if that's your thing, but some seriously iron dense seeds to know are pumpkin seeds, sesame seeds, hemp seeds, chia seeds, and flax seeds too. These are some of the richest seeds containing iron there are on the planet, and each of these have between 1.2 to 4.2 milligrams of iron per tablespoon. So those are some easy ways to power up your herbal shake with some iron rich herbs and also potentially reduce any deficiencies. Some other herbs to know are thyme and burdock root. Burdock root is an honorable mention because its numbers have actually been quantified, and right now it's been quantified at around 0.8 mg of iron per 100 grams of burdock root. Also, we have sarsaparilla, we have guinea hen weed, we have dandelion, and there are many other herbs that contain a good amount of iron. If you know some and want to help the community, comment down below, and if you want a part 2, comment down below and let me know, and I'll get that done for you. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. Make sure to share it with at least one person you think will benefit, and if you want to learn more about herbs, click on my face and get my herb guide. And before you go, check out these 2 videos right here and right here. It's your brother Paulo Tote, certified herbalist nutritionist. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.